Bitcoin takes a hit after Trump's comments today at the Digital Asset Summit in New York City. Was it just market noise or is there something bigger at play? Bitcoin reacted sharply and traders are watching these key levels. I'm going to break down the technicals on a little bit more of a local scale and explain what today's move really means. Now, Bitcoin got a really sizable reaction off of our weekly pivot, which is our weekly target for this week, which is the average of price of last week. Likely to be met this week. We came down, hit it really nicely, got a sizable reaction off of the FOMC data yesterday. Since then, we rallied all the way up to about $87,500, only to give up about half of those gains today. Now, as a trader, I'm going to look at the very zoomed in approach here, and then we're going to take a zoomed out look as well to see what the market is truly looking like. Now, every day I take a look at the previous day range data based on volume, and we had a really nice sizable range that was down below us. And when we see this time and time again, depending on which session you're looking at, it's the daily, the weekly, the monthly, quarterly, etc. A lot of times when we get a nice little pump like this on one day, the next day we come back and we effectively fill in some voids in the chart. We have, hit some inefficiencies and just come back and build some structure. This is also a huge game of emotion where people are very fearful down here. You get really excited up here, you get fearful again, and it's just the constant wave over and over again. Now, one very short-term thing I look for on most days is when we come up and we sweep the previous day high and we get a pullback to some key regions back below us, which in this case, we had our previous day range here. We had a new naked point of control, which is a volume level that once we re-enter a range, whether it be on a daily, a weekly, just structurally even, the price action will seek out that area. And not only did we come up and sweep that high here, we had even better of a level of confluence, if you will, when we retraced back all the way to the gold pocket of this region. So locally, looking at a high to low here with a golden pocket Fibonacci retracement where we look for the next reaction from. Essentially, we had a move into this region, perfect rejection here, and down we go back into the range. Front running at the moment, actually, this level, which is sitting at about 83,500. Now, even though we may see a little bounce right here, ideally, I would like to see us come down, basically take these new lows out today. This will probably be our low of the day today. So as we walk into tomorrow, this will be a similar situation to what we saw here, sweep the high and drop. And tomorrow we may come down, sweep the low and go. Looking at this a little bit more structurally as well, taking a Fibonacci retracement from our current low back on Tuesday at about 81,000 to our high of that 87. This daily naked point of control, which is sitting at, once again, 83,500, also is just about where the current gold pocket to the downside is, where we look for a move, retracement, and continuation from as well. And now taking a little bit more of a zoomed out approach here, we have a low put in place down here from March 11th. We've got a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high now from yesterday, potentially coming down and put in a higher low, whether it's here at the gold pocket area of 83,500, potentially even a little bit lower than that. But then we'd be looking for that continuation. And if we see that strength come in right here, I'm targeting up to a weekly naked point of control above us at $90,200, give or take.